Hey folks, Paul Garrison and Lacey here. Had a suggestion this morning from one of my Facebook followers on a video about overfeeding a mule. Something that is very often done, particularly by folks that have moved into mules from the horse world. You see, a mule, because of his donkey heritage, has a much more efficient gut than the horse does. To put a little context to that, horses primarily evolved on the grassy plains of the world, where they normally had plenty to eat. Obviously, there were some that didn't, and they had a hard time, but most of them had plenty to eat. Therefore, they didn't have the need to evolve a more efficient gut. Donkeys, on the other hand, again, primarily evolved on the deserts and mountains of the world. So they had a lot harder time surviving. That's probably why their stature is less than a horse as well. But the donkey not only evolved a much more efficient gut when it comes to food, but he has a more efficient system when it comes to managing his water. If you've ever been on a trail ride in the summertime, obviously in hot weather, and noticed the difference between how much the horses sweat and how much the mules sweat. The mule is a much better conservator and user of his water, along with his food. You feed a mule. You can overfeed a mule, obviously, but you can feed a mule a much richer diet than what they need as well, because of the efficient gut. They can get by on mediocre quality grass hay if they're not being worked. If they're being worked hard, ridden several days in a row, then yeah, you need to supplement them a little bit. You give them a little alfalfa, not much. Don't substitute the alfalfa for his grass hay, but you can supplement the grass hay with the alfalfa or some concentrated feed of some sort. On the concentrated feed part, I like to go with a 12% protein, 8% fat feed. Now, the fat in the 12-8 feed is very important. Mules need to get their energy from fat rather than sugar or starch. So stay away from the sweet feed. Stay away from anything that has molasses in it. Anything that's got a lot of grain in it. You need to stay away from those kinds of feed, because it, just like with your kids, when you give your kids all the candy bars and ice cream and sugar that they want, you'll have a bunch of wild Indians on your hands for 30, 40 minutes. Well, that meal's the same way, except you get bucked off. That's the only difference. So just wanted to put that out there this morning. Hope this helps some of you guys. Remember, at Garrison Mulemanship and Training Mule School, we are offering private clinics here at the ranch in the beautiful Texas Hill Country. Anytime you can get here. I realize it's hot now, but our summer is starting to wind down, so we've got cooler weather on the way. Also, I can travel. If you want to buy my airplane ticket and pay my expenses, I will come to you and take care of whatever mule issue you might be having. So, with all that said, I hope you guys have a great day, and we look forward to seeing you down the road. Can you say goodbye, Lacey? Lacey says goodbye.